Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to look at phaser pedals. I'm trying to make my pedal board smaller. I already started with the fuzz pedals, so I went for Tone City FUZZ. In this video I'm going to see if I can change my long-term Boss phase shifter PH-3, if I can compare it to another Tone City pedal and see if I can get my board even smaller. So like I said, I've used this for I think since 2008 or 9. I liked it because as well as the 4-stage phaser, which is what you normally get on something like an MXR phase 90, it has all these different modes, 8, 10, 12, a fall setting, a rise setting, and then a step setting. So it's okay when you're in a recording situation and you want to experiment. I've done lots of experimenting with this. But for a live setting, I've always found all I need is just like the MXR phase 90 sound. Now, I know what you're thinking, why not get a phase 90? Well, I've tried a phase 90 and it's just too big. It's the same size as a Boss pedal, and I thought I could do better and more cost efficient. I've spent a lot of money on my pedal board, so if I can keep the cost down but the quality up, that's a plus. So that's why I thought I'd put this against something else. So I like the FUZZ so much, I thought I'd try their phase pedal. This is called the Summer Orange, for obvious reasons. In here, so here's the box that comes in. Let's do a quick unboxing. So inside you get the pedal, wrapped up in plastic, and that's what it looks like, the Summer Orange. You get in the box, you get the little anti-slip pads, the Velcro pads, and you get a little card that tells you specifications about it. So there you go, very simple. Feedback knob, which will probably be mainly off for me. A depth knob, maybe all the way on or maybe in the middle, I don't know. But just one rate knob. Yeah, just one simple big rotary knob that you just turn slow and fast. Simple. And a switch. So I'll put those back in the box. Compared to the Boss, a lot smaller. That's because, don't forget, the Boss takes a battery and the Tone City pedal doesn't. It has to be powered by a 9-volt battery all the time. But as you can see, in terms of features, The PH-3 has got lots of settings on there. Rate, depth, I think it means resonance, but it's probably the same as feedback. All your different steps for the phaser. And then also, another feature that I don't really use, but you can press and hold for 2 seconds, and you can set the tempo of the phaser. And an expression pedal in. Oh, it's just too much. I don't need any of it. For live, anyway. For live work, I don't need all that. I just need a simple phaser. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hook these up. I'm also going to add to the mix a distortion pedal. So, now's a good time to get back out my FZ5. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them out like this. So we're going to look at the different sounds on the phase shifter first. We're going to go through each setting. And then after that, we're just going to leave it on the 4 stage, because it would be unfair to compare this Summer Orange against all of the modes on the phase shifter. It wouldn't be like, so we'll just keep it on the 4 after that. And then after that, we'll do some examples for some famous phase users. Well, people I'm inspired by. People like David Gilmour and Eddie Van Halen come to mind. So that's why I've got this fuzz pedal. So I'll probably crack on a bit of a fuzz sound and add it to the phaser to see what it sounds like distorted. Okay? Alright, let's crack on. Right, so before we start messing with distortion, let's just run the phaser pedals through the amp. The amp's going to sound like this on the bridge pickup. Oh, sorry, that's the neck pickup. I've got a Strat going through to a Katana, and here's the bridge pickup. Right, okay. Now let's try the phase shifter. We're going to go through each mode first. So we're going to start with the 4 step phaser, then we're going to go to 8, 10, 12, a fall, a rise, and a step. Right, let's start with the 4. Now this next one is called fall, so it's going to start on the higher frequencies and it's going to fall down to the lower frequencies. You'll hear this. You hear it more with with the bridge pickup. And then we have rise, which is the same thing but backwards. Low frequencies to high frequencies. Neck pickup. And then we have the step. So the step feature just goes all over the place. This is good for electronic music. So let's go to the bridge pickup. Right. Again. So, for me, when I turn this on, the guitar signal goes a bit woolly and you lose the high ends. So let's see what happens when we turn on the summer orange. So dry signal on. So straight away you can hear the volume doesn't disappear like it does with the PH-3. So again, the PH-3, if I play the chord, turn it on, let's put it into the, so we're going to run them both at the, well, we're going to run this one at the 4-stage phaser, okay? So it's fair comparison. So if I play the same melody and turn it on, you can hear when it starts the phase, it drops in volume and it goes really woolly. Whereas if I do the summer orange, it keeps the volume. If I go to the neck pickup, the bridge pickup. Well, let's try the middle pickup. A bit of funk. Try this one. See, it's gone already. The volume's gone. Go back to this one. Right, that sounds good. Let's experiment with the depth. So we'll keep the rate at 12 o'clock. Let's see what happens when we turn the depth all the way up and down. So let's see what happens when we do that with the PH-3. So there's the depth. I'm going to go all the way up, down and back to the middle. So yeah, definitely you can hear there the volume drops between the two. The Summer Orange keeps the guitar volume sound. The phase shifter, it definitely lowers it. So if I play that again. Yeah, right. Right, let's turn the feedback down and the resonance down. Let's see what happens. Oh, so the volume comes back a little with this, but you don't get much of the phase sound. Yeah, it just goes crazy. So let's try that about 10 o'clock. And let's try with this. Ooh, crazy. You can hear it when I don't even play. Ooh, right, okay. Let's try that again at like 10 o'clock. Bridge pickup, neck pickup. I keep getting those mixed up. Now let's slow the rate right down. Let's see what happens. Ooh, really slow. Let's crank it up. So there's your slow, you know, if you're going to do the... that thing, if you know what that is. You get that slow rate, but then if we turn it up, let's see what maximum's like. That's very much the any colour you like sort of stuff. You know, Pink Floyd. Lovely. Right. I think it's time to do some overdrive sounds now. Right, so let's bring the FUZZ FZ5 into the mix. I've got it set to the FUZZ face setting, the levels at 1:30, 2 o'clock. The FUZZ, I'm not in the boost mode, I'm just in maximum distortion, 12 o'clock for a regular FUZZ face. And then we're going to run the PH-3 and the Summer Orange. I'm going to play some licks based on some of my favourite phaser players, so people like David Gilmour, Eddie Van Halen, things like that, okay? I can't play anything like them, but let's just try and do some licks that are like in their style. We're going to stick in the 4-step phaser for the PH-3. I'm going to back the resonance off, the depth. We're going to keep the depth at 12 o'clock on both of them, and we're going to bring the rate down to about 10 or 11 o'clock. Okay? I may change the rate throughout. Let's see what happens. So as you could hear in the in the little demonstration I did there, definitely the PH-3, when you turn it on, the volume drops. But the phaser, you have more depth of the phaser, if I can say that. More of the swooshiness. You can hear the phaser clearly with this pedal, but you sacrifice volume. With the Summer Orange, it's a bit harsher, but you keep the volume. I can imagine in a live setting, because I've had this with this phaser, you turn it on and your volume drops and you're hidden behind the drums and the bass, because those bass frequencies are lost. With this pedal, I'd like to see live whether this loses the guitar signal when it comes to the phasey solo or something. Anyway, so I really liked both pedals. This wasn't as easy a decision as before. But I think if I was going to make a decision, I'm going to try the Summer Orange on my board, I think, because I don't need the other. I mean, the other thing sounded great. This had more rate as well. When you turned the rate up fully, it went a lot faster than this one could, I found. So to get the same swooshy sound, I think this one had to go a little bit faster, more like 11 o'clock, and this is like 10 o'clock. But when we did that Pink Floyd-y Any Colour You Like sort of sound with the fast wobbly, then we had to back this one off. But still though, I like them both, but this isn't. I'm gaining the space and the volume, so I'm going to use this one. I don't need the other settings. I don't need the fast phaser. I just need the slow sort of phaser sound. But when I turn it up fully, I've still got the fast phaser sound, so I'm not losing any sound basically. I've got more control with the feedback and the depth knob, I feel, compared to this one. When this one's turned all the way up, it's just too well, this one's really harsh, but this one, you lose the clarity of the original guitar signal. But definitely with the fuzz on, this one seemed to shine a bit more. However, like I said, in a live setting, maybe this one will allow the signal through against a bass or a bass drum, anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Summer Orange. So it looks like Tone City are 2 for 2 in terms of swapping pedals on my pedal board. Okay, so that's it for me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you out, but I might be sneaky and I might swap out this pedal for something a little more along the lines of what I want to play. Anyway, so thanks for that. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and see you next time. So thank you.